Let's go more on this now from Simon Boxall, who's a senior lecturer in ocean and earth science at the University of Southampton. Welcome to the programme. Can we link the events of flooding around the world that we see here in Vietnam and also in Nigeria?
We can. We're seeing not just that, but we're seeing an increase in storm events in the Mediterranean. We had the terrible issue of the Bayesian a couple of weeks ago, the yacht that was pushed over. We're seeing more hurricanes hitting parts of the US coast. And it's primarily down to the fact we're seeing the warmest sea temperatures on record. So the seas have been warming up quite dramatically over the last couple of years. And that's down to climate change at the end of the day. We are seeing this gradual increase in temperatures. On top of that, we've also just had a very substantial El Nino event. El Nino means we're getting a warming of the coastal seas around South America, which doesn't sound much, but that also pushes events around the world and warms the oceans further. And what that means is we're getting more evaporation from the oceans, and that falls eventually as rain. We're getting more storms because these storms are fueled by the warm sea temperatures, even in inland areas, particularly sort of in northeast Nigeria. A short distance from the coast, but they're still affected by these dramatic weather events.
Simon, is this going to be the new normal? We know just last week, 2024 was confirmed that the hottest year on record. You just mentioned that we've seen the warmest sea temperatures as well on record. Is this the new normal?
Unfortunately, it's becoming that way, and we are seeing a shift in weather patterns. We're also seeing a more unstable weather system because the oceans are warming up, not just in the sort of mid-Atlantic, mid-Pacific, mid-Indian Ocean. We're also seeing warming taking place in the Arctic areas. And this means that the pressure differentials between the sort of equatorial regions and the high latitude Arctic regions is becoming less. And that means things like the jet streams, these huge sort of weather systems, these high, fast-flowing weather systems high up in the atmosphere are wobbling more. And that means we fluctuate between sort of Arctic conditions and then tropical conditions and Arctic conditions. So you can imagine this meandering weather system going back and forth across various countries. And the jet stream's heading further and further south. It's certainly hitting sort of North Africa now. So, this is a major concern amongst environmental scientists.
Absolutely, and I'm sure governments and people know how to prepare and deal with this. Thank you so much, Simon Boxall. Really appreciate your expertise.